I think one of the great features of this book are the homework problems. The homework problems follow a very nice gradation where they begin with simple problems that help students check their facts, and they gradually increase in complexity so that the more intermediate problems are helping students see how the components of problem solving are applied to particular situations, helps them break down problems into smaller parts and see how those parts are put together. And the problems near the very end of the section are very open-ended and general and give students a chance to do very complex and high-level thinking. And the path that leads them there is very gradual, so students may not even realize that they're doing increasingly more difficult homework problems. A feature of this book is it offers a very visual approach. And a lot of students think visually, and the visualization is also a way of helping them understand fairly complex concepts and develop an intuition that will help them solve problems. And the way we present materials is the visualization comes first and the mathematics comes last, so that students have a tie-in between the mathematics and hopefully have already established an intuitive understanding, so that the mathematics is used to cement that understanding, and rather than maybe be a source of frustration as it may be in some more traditional books. One feature of this book that I'm very proud about is the tech tips. So instructors, and I know this from my own experience, we often struggle with how to find the right balance between teaching statistical concepts and methods and teaching technology. And sometimes the technology can take over the class. So we don't want that to happen. We want the class to focus on helping students understand how to analyze data and how to understand the concepts behind the analysis. And we don't want them to think about carrying out steps on a calculator. So for this reason, we offer what we call tech tips. So as the students are reading along, there's a tech icon in the margin, and when they see that, that's an alert that tells them that the method that we just applied, the students can learn how to do it themselves using their technology of choice by flipping to the end of the chapter. And at the end of the chapter, we then provide very full-length worked examples, but they're generic examples to help students see how they can be applied to different situations. So we apply very full-length examples of how to recreate the output that they just saw in either Excel, StatCrunch, Minitab, or the TI. And so we're hoping that that helps instructors, it eases the burden from having to teach the technology in the classroom, and students will be able to learn that part on their own. This book has a very nice set of instructor resources, and Colleen and I spent a lot of care on them and wrote the instructor notes at the beginning with an eye towards instructors who are perhaps new to teaching a course that's very data-centric. And what each section does is it helps the instructor understand essentially the role that chapter plays in the context of the whole course. So there's a section that says what concepts students need to know from previous chapters and where to find these concepts. And then it also says where we're going with these and how the concepts in the current chapter, where they're going to come back and how they're going to be used in the future, so that instructors have some understanding of, they can see a little further into the distance than the students can see. We also provide teaching tips, which from our own experience are things that we know that students tend to stumble over or find difficult in the classroom.